Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we are going to be comparing two concealers and we're going to see if this is a dupe of this. So I have the LA Gold Pro Conceal. This is my favorite concealer, and this retails for around $6.95 or $6.75, around that price range. And this one is the Mars Seal the Deal Concealer, and this retails for less the price of this. This is for 199 rupees. See if the Mars one is the dupe of the LA Girl, because they look very similar, right? The packaging is the same. We're gonna get into the packaging, the formulation, the shade and everything. I already have my foundation on, so we're gonna be using one concealer on one side and the other on the other side, and we're gonna compare. If you're interested, then please continue watching. I have zoomed in a bit so that you can see up close. I'm gonna take my LA Gold Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade, by the way, both the shades of this is pure beige. Even the shade name is the same. So I'm going to take this and apply on the right side. First, let's talk about the packaging. So this is how both of the concealers look. They look very similar. I am not sure. Okay, even the quantity is the same. So this is for 8 grams, the LA Girl, and even the Mars concealer is 8 grams. And this is how the packaging looks like. Even the applicator is the same. So this one has like a brush applicator, and even the Mars concealer has a brush applicator. This is a new one, which is why it's very clean. And apply it under my eyes. Here I'm also going to take some on my lids, and also on my little bit on my smile lines, because I have darkness there. I'm going to show the swatch of both of the concealers on my hand in a minute. Has a little bit of that orange undertone to it, which acts great as a corrector also. I'm going to take my Pack 219 brush, concealer brush, and I'm going to take this and start blending this concealer. Blends very easily, like really easily. So I'm just gonna blend this concealer, and that is it. That is how easily this got blended, and you can see the difference of a concealer. But now I'm gonna take my Mars concealer and squeeze a little bit of the product. Okay, we have some, and I'm gonna apply that on the same areas. The consistency is also very similar, as you can see. This one has a little bit of that yellow undertone, it's more on the yellow side, and blending that in. Okay guys, can you tell the difference? Because I can. One thing I've definitely noticed is the LA Girl side is more natural. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but this side is more natural, is looking more natural. This side is more on the full coverage side. I don't know why, but this covered more than this. How both of my eyes look. This is the LA Girl side, and this is the Mars concealer. So far I am convinced that this is a dupe. By the way, the Mars concealer, this concealer is the first time I'm using it. I'm gonna take my Swiss Beauty loose powder and just set my under eyes. So probably you can't tell the difference between two of the shades on camera. The Mars one is definitely has a little bit of that yellow undertone, which is the right amount. The LA Girl, however, has a very light, again, like a very light hint of peach undertone, which works great as a corrector, as I said. And talking about the consistency on the formula, it's very similar. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's not very watery. It is the right amount. It is not very thick, but it's right in the middle, which is perfect. Alright, so it's been a good 1 hour and this is how my concealer looks. I'm going to show the swatches also. You can see one is on a little bit of the yellow side and one is on a peachy side. And I did not find the concealers to be oxidizing that much. Insert a close-up of how the concealer looks on my face. There is a slight bit of creasing, but that happens with any concealer. For me. So I think it is pretty good. This side is the LA Gold one, and this side is the Mars concealer side. I think everything looks pretty good. So I think everything looks pretty good. Like, I just go back to it all the time, but this concealer is like, I am shocked, like inexpensive this is and how good this performs. It performs expensive for sure. The one difference they both have is the shade range. The LA Gold Pro Concealer has incredible shade range. I think they have like around 39 to 40 shades, which is so great. I think it's incredible. Last time I checked, I think they have around 7 to 8 shades, which is a little too bad. This is definitely a rip off of the LA Gold concealer. Also have the inside concealer, which looks very similar to the LA Gold. So many brands have like tried to copy this, but I also have the Inside Pro concealer, and this is how it looks like. Again, very similar packaging. And this one, I think I bought this. I think this was very inexpensive, and same quantity, same packaging, even the brush applicator is the same. And I have used this on my channel before, but the cap is a little bit different, but this is not similar. This is no way similar to the LA Gold concealer. So everything is same except for the formulation. This is a very sheer to light to medium coverage kind of a concealer, very sheer coverage. So that is what I mean by this is by far the best dupe for the LA Gold concealer. And I think it is a little bit, like a tad bit more better in terms if you look at the price range. In terms of price range, the coverage, I think a little bit better than the LA Gold concealer, but always this concealer always will have a special place in my heart. I don't know how they did it, but they have done a pretty good job. Yes, that is it for today's video. It's a very different video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.